Hello everyone, welcome to Excel Maths. Today we are going to be discussing question number 13 from June 23, paper 2 shadow series. So you go through the question, what exactly it is asking us to do. We have to find the first three terms, right? We have to find first three terms over here. Binomial expansion. So what the binomial expansion of 1 plus x to the power n is? First three terms, let's quickly write that down. 1 plus nx plus n minus 1 over factorial 2 x squared plus so on. So we have to find first three terms, so I just have copied that. We have the question 2 plus x to the power minus 2. So what we do, it's not in the form of 1 plus. What we do, we just take this 2 common, 2 out. So if we take this 2 out, it's going to be 2 to the power minus 2, 1 plus x over 2 to power minus 2. Does that make sense? We can write it as 1 over 4, and you are all A levels. So I don't think a lot of detailing in these simple like GCSE steps is needed. Okay, now let's substitute the value. So from here we can say the value of n is minus 2 and the value of x is half of x, right? We are going to be substituting these two things there in the expansion. So that will give us and a quarter outside. Let's substitute. So it would be 1 plus minus 2 and half of x plus minus 2 minus 3. At the end, I will tell you the mistakes you can do, and most of the students have done last year as well. Okay, so over here the mistake goes, if you're not writing it minus 3, if you write it minus 1. So avoid doing that, right? So it is minus 1. So minus 2 minus 1 will be minus 3. A quarter, 1. So that gives us minus x. And if we simplify that, it will give us a positive 3/4 of x squared. Any problem? So this is what our expansion is. And in simplest form, just let's multiply that. So it's going to be a quarter, take away a quarter of x plus 3/16 of x squared, right? Okay, so this is what our answer for A part is, and we've got 4 marks there. Next part says, using the answer to the part A and using algebraic integration, we have to estimate the value. Okay. So I'm doing B part over here. So for B part, we have limits 0.2 to 0.4, and we have 4x over 2 plus x squared dx. We have to differentiate this. Okay, now again, this is the basic thing we have done in our regular learning period. It is 2 plus x to the power minus 2. It can be written as 1 over 2 plus x to the power plus 2, isn't it? So if we have that as a integration we have to do, so can we write it? Just see and tell me. 0.2 and 0.4, let's keep limits the same. 4x and 2 plus x to the power 2 plus x squared. Can we write it to be like this? Right? Okay, perfect. So over here, I'm not going to be taking this form. I will be taking that form because 4 and a quarter is going to be simplified. So times, or maybe, just give me a sec. We can, instead of going ahead that way, can we write it as 2 plus x to the power minus 2 dx? It would make more sense. No. So 2 to the power x to minus 2 is actually nothing but this or the second one. Now we are going to be just substituting the value 0.2. I know a lot of detailing is not needed over here. You all are genius. Okay, one more thing. I write x, I try my best to write x, but sometimes it looks like n. So just consider it to be x only. Thank you. Okay, so 1 minus x plus 3/4 of x squared dx. So it will be cancelled. So we're going to be having the limits copied as it is. We're going to be having x, and inside the bracket we will have 1 minus x plus 3/4 of x squared dx. If we expand, what do we get? If we expand that, we're going to be getting x minus x squared plus 3/4 of x cubed dx. Okay, I'm not breaking it into simpler form. We can just directly, it is year one thing. Right now we can just directly integrate that. So let's integrate it. We're going to be getting x squared by 2 minus x cube over 3 plus 3/4 of x to the power 4 over 4, and we have limits 0.2 to 0.4. Now is the time to use your calculator quickly and see what the answer you get. Okay, so if I just quickly duplicate this, because this is what we're gonna be needing here. You continue doing that whatever the way you are doing, minus it here. Okay, so in place of x, I'm going to be substituting my value. So first we're going to be substituting 0.4, it looks 6.4, 0.4 squared, 0.4 cubed, and 0.4 to the power 4. Over here 0.2, 0.2, and 0.2. It gives me 0.4583 recurring. So let's see, it was asking us to find out to the 4 significant figures. So what that would be? Would that be 0.4583, right? Now let's check the C part. What the C part says, find using the algebraic integration the exact value of this, and giving your answer to in the form of a ln b plus c. Okay, fine. So let's get started. We have the same thing, C part now, that has 0.2 to 0.4. It was 4x, I guess, 4x over 2 plus x to the power 2 dx. This is what we have to do. Yeah, okay. And in the form of something a ln x plus b, a ln b plus c, we have to represent it in the form a ln b plus c. Let's see. So in that case, what we can do, we can have n number of ways. I'm going to be just substituting using the substitution method. So 2 plus x, if we substitute 2 plus x to be u, so what du over dx will be? So du over dx will be 1, or we can say du will be equal to dx. From here, the first thing, like we have found the value of dx, this is going to be u squared. And what about x? So x is going to be u minus 2, right? So that's fine. So if we try writing it again, so 4x can be written as u minus 2 over u squared and du. The only thing left is the limits. So let's quickly find out the limits as well. So if x is 0.2, so it is 2 plus 0.2, that will give us 2.2. and the top one will be 2 plus 0.4 will give us 2.4. I think it is changed completely. I just need to rewrite my 4 because 4 and you are going to be getting confused. This is what we have got. Okay, that's cool. Now let's get started. So 2.2 and 2.4. We are going to be just, splitting the numerators. Can we write it like 4u over u squared minus 8 over u squared? This is u only. So for the whole discussion, I'm going to be writing 4 to be like this, just to avoid confusion. Du. Okay. Now, can we write it to be just u to u cancelled? It is 4 over u, and again I've written 4 like that. It is 4 over u minus 8 over u squared, and this is what we have to integrate. 2.2 and 2.4. So fine. It would be, now let's split 2.2, 2.4. That's easy. 4 outside, 1 over u du minus 8, 2.2, 2.4. We can say 1 over u squared or u to the power minus 2 du. The first segment will be 4 ln u with the limits. You have 2.2 and 2.4 minus 8. It would be u to the power minus 1 over minus 1. So it would be u to the power minus 1 over minus 1. Correct? With the limit minus 2.2 to 2.4. So it comes 4. Okay, it comes 4 ln 2.4, take away ln 2.2 minus, and this minus will be plus 8. That would be 1 over 2.4, take away 1 over 2.2. Calculator, let's quickly use that. But before the calculator, a bit of simplification. Can we say that they are subtracting, so we can say ln 2.4 over 2.2 minus 8, and over here like whatever it comes. So 2.4 minus 1 over 2.2. Now let's use our calculator and see the final answer. So simplifying the same gives us 4 ln 24 over 22. That could be 12 over 11 minus 8. This gives us completely that was plus here, sorry. So it gives us minus 10 over 33. So they were asking us to show it in a particular form, which was a ln b plus c. If you compare it with a ln b plus c, so a is 4, b is 12/11, and c is negative 10 over 33. Right? Did you get that? That's perfect. Thank you so much. A ln b, yeah, that's fine. Thank you.